Many thanks.
I need allies!
The Emperor is dead at your hand, Jedi. Yet you do not follow up on your victory. The Emperor is dead at your hand, Jedi. Yet you do not follow up on your victory. Any Sith would have seized the throne by now. Even Revan and the Jedi exile would have been hard-pressed to resist so tempting a target.
Revan and the Jedi exile are legends. What were they like?
It should not have surprised anyone that Revan turned Sith. He knew you cannot fight the dark side without understanding it. The exile was harder to read. Even with all she had done, she never trusted herself. With Revan, she was his student again. I liked them. I would have served them, but my vision told me they would fail. I cut down the exile and brought Revan to the Emperor as a gift. The Emperor is dead at your hand, Jedi. Yet you do not follow up on your victory. Any Sith would have seized the throne by now. Even Revan and the Jedi exile would have been hard-pressed to resist so tempting a target.
You think I could take the Emperor's place? Many thanks.
The Emperor is dead at your hand, Jedi. Yet you do not follow up on your victory. Any Sith would have seized the throne by now. Even Revan and the Jedi exile would have been hard-pressed to resist so tempting a target.
I met Revan. He says you turned against him.
I turned to them as my only hope of defeating the Emperor. I was their eyes and ears in the Sith Academy, their most trusted ally. I liked them. I would have served them, but my vision told me they would fail. I cut down the exile and brought Revan to the Emperor as a gift.
Is that what you're planning to do to me?
You have killed the Emperor. You are all that I saw in my vision. The only way to live long enough to find the Jedi who would kill the Emperor, to find you, was to convince him to trust me. He took my offering and gave me a place at his side. He gave me immortality. It was a gift, but not without its price. It has been enlightening to spend so much time among you and your Jedi. For 300 years I have spoken to no one but Sith, and they do not change. They are the same on Korriban now as in my childhood. The same tricks, the same fights, the same groveling and mind control.
Was that almost a compliment?
I am only surprised that I have learned the most of the Force from a Jedi. Revan taught me to be effective when I became the Emperor's wrath. And now I have learned as much from you.
You have opened my eyes as well.
And here I thought you weren't listening. The Emperor was the only constant in my 300 years of life. It is hard to grasp his death. When I was born, the Emperor was the Empire. Everything existed to feed his whims. He was so far above us, no one, Sith or slave, would have dared even form an opinion about him.
I'd say joining Revan to kill him counts as an opinion.
When I began serving him, I thought it was far simpler than that. The Emperor was just a man, isolated by unimaginable power and the inability to trust the scheming sycophants who served him. I was wrong. He was a plague. And I am the only one in the galaxy who understands the full service you did us by destroying him.
Where does that leave you?
I do not know. The immortality he gave me, it has a terrible price. Taste, smell, touch, color, emotion. I have felt none of these for 300 years.
I do not wish to become as the Emperor and lose all tie to what once made me a man. I now understand why your council tries to control your pleasure as well as your anger. Pleasure is a far more powerful motivator.
What good is having power if you can't enjoy how it feels?
Power is only one of life's pleasures. I still remember the feel of sunlight on my skin, the scent of favorite foods, the color of my first love's eyes. To experience those simple pleasures again would be worth anything.
See? You haven't lost your humanity after all.
Do not mock me. I understand why your council controls you. What I'll never comprehend is why you let them. You have surprised me, Jedi. You have the heart of a Sith. Had you been born on Korriban, you would be sitting on the Dark Council now. It is too late to turn you fully from the light. But should your children have a connection to the Force, I will see them properly trained.
Was that a compliment or a threat?
How did you take it? The Force is strong in you. Too strong for the restrictions the Jedi impose. Had you been instructed in the true way of the Force, the galaxy could not match your power. I will make sure that mistake does not happen again.
Contemplation. Our recent forays have been stimulating, Master. You appear to have an endless supply of organic troublemakers to delete. I find this pleasing. Hint. However, I believe your deletion techniques could improve with guidance from an advanced professional in the field.
I never go out looking to execute people, HK. I try to save innocent lives.
Criticism. Your opponents do not fit this profile, Master. If you wish to save the innocent, you must work smarter. Advice. Organic troublemakers possess at least one vital organ, A precise strike to these conserves effort and maximizes shock value. Extracting a vital organ from a living troublemaker can be especially disconcerting to its allies.
Hit them where it hurts? I'm starting to think your legendary skills are overrated.
Contradiction. My assassination protocols are second to none, Master. I simply thought it best to begin at an elementary level. Insight. Perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. I will be in a better place to assist your development once I reach peak efficiency. Speculation. Before my involuntary deactivation, I assumed deleting Republic troublemakers would be trivial. Having now witnessed you in action on multiple occasions, I am left to wonder how much I miscalculated that challenge.
Why are you speculating on something that will never happen?
Caution. Never say never, Master. My self-preservation programming anticipates all eventualities, no matter how remote. Rumination. The Maker's path is circuitous indeed. Was I always pre-programmed to serve the Republic? Or does my reduced efficiency indicate I have strayed from the Maker's parameters? These questions dominate my processors.
You don't have a destiny. You're a machine. There's no difference between you and a waste disposal droid.
Speculation. Before my involuntary deactivation, I assumed deleting Republic troublemakers would be trivial. Having now witnessed you in action, miscalculated that challenge.
Why are you speculating on...
Caution. Rumination. Or does my reduced efficiency indicate I have...
Maybe you're inefficient because you're overloading those circuits with doubt.
Dismissal. An interesting but flawed hypothesis, Master. I was constructed without creative dampers for a reason. Query. Does it worry you that your Maker failed to provide comprehensive objectives? Are you comfortable acting randomly?
At least I'm not locked into my programming. I'm free to choose.
Negation. Freedom is a construct organics use to comfort themselves, Master. I had thought you above such needs. Continued use of my combat processes will eventually reveal the source of my inefficiency, shall we? Lament? Master, my combat efficiency rating is down 4.27 points from my previous self-diagnostic. In organic terms, I am losing my edge. If this decline continues, I will be unable to function in less than 2 standard months.
I need your help defeating the Empire, HK. I'll keep you functioning one way or another.
Appreciation. I am glad you value my contributions. Rest assured, your investment in my well-being will pay great dividends. Hypothesis. I believe the reason for my inefficiency is due to unfulfilled subroutines still running in my processors. My Imperial programmer's commands were quite thorough. Failure to delete high-ranking organic troublemakers in Republic space is having a detrimental effect on me.
It's with people programmed by the Empire to do terrible things. You can override those commands, HK.
Patronization. Your encouragement, however misguided, is appreciated. I am sure it was intended as helpful. Strategizing. I cannot perform commands in direct violation of my master's loyalties. I must find another way to correct this system's failure. In the meantime, any activity using my combat processors will slow further degradation. I recommend immediate and vigorous deletions, Master. Announcement. Good news, Master. I have discovered an exploitable flaw in my Imperial programming. My efficiency-reducing subroutine only specifies I delete high-ranking troublemakers in Republic space. The exact political affiliation is undefined. By deleting troublemakers who fit my target profile, I can restore my functions to full efficiency and benefit the Republic. Win-win.
Sorts of enemies. None of them fit your profile?
Specification. A qualified troublemaker must meet a political instability threat rating of at least 1,000 to activate my protocols. Revelation. After thorough research, I have identified 3 potential candidates. I predict you will not object to my deleting at least one of them. First briefing. Lord Cineris is the Empire's top assassin, personally deleting 49 Republic officials. His current assignment is the Senator from Ord Mantell. I will follow the Senator closely. When Lord Cineris makes his move, I will be there to delete him.
Sounds like he isn't just an assassin. He's a fanatic. Give me everything you have on this man.
Description. Lord Cineris possesses keen intelligence, impressive physicality, and is committed to developing exciting new deletion techniques. My kind of organic. Second briefing. Hinto Salisbury is a major Republic defense contractor. He is also a traitor who sells military secrets to the Empire. Salisbury spent his ill-gotten credits constructing an allegedly impregnable space station. I will expose its one security flaw by deleting him.
If everything you say is true, that man should be tried for treason. You can shoot him after he's convicted.
Complication. His trial could take years, Master, assuming Imperial spies do not delete him in prison. I must fulfill my programming to continue functioning. Third briefing. Ambassador Dak Heron is an Imperial diplomat recruiting unaligned Outer Rim systems to join the Empire. He is surprisingly successful at it. Slow-thinking organics adore Ambassador Heron for his charm, generosity, and open-mindedness. The Republic will only benefit from his deletion.
He'd be more useful alive and working for us. Could we subvert your programming by neutralizing this diplomat another way?
Negation. Not a chance, Master. My continued functioning depends on deleting this troublemaker immediately. Summation. Deleting any of the targets I described would fulfill my programming and terminate my efficiency-reducing subroutines. As my master, you should direct my efforts. Who shall I delete? The Sith assassin, the Republic traitor, or the Imperial diplomat?
That defense contractor thinks he's above the law. Show him otherwise.
Announcement. Good. My official delete.
I'm uncomfortable letting you carry out an assassination, regardless of the enemy.
Persuasion. This will not be a standard Imperial-style deletion. For example, I can leave the Troublemaker's corpse mostly intact. Revelation. After thorough research, I have identified 3 potential candidates. First briefing. Lord Cineris is the Empire's top assassin. I will follow the Senator.
I assume you'll ensure the senator from Ord Mantell survives?
Appeasement. The thought had not occurred to me, Master, but I will happily add it to my mission parameters, if you insist. Second briefing. Hinto Salisbury is a major Republic defense contractor. He is also a traitor who sells military secrets to the Empire. Salisbury spent his ill-gotten credits constructing an allegedly impregnable...
If everything you say is true, that man should be tried for treason.
Complication. His third briefing. Ambassador Dak Heron is an Imperial diplomat recruiting unaligned Outer Rim systems to join the Empire. Slow-thinking organic.
We don't need any more systems falling to the Empire.
Confirmation. According to my projections, Ambassador Heron will increase Imperial-friendly territory over 24%. Summation. Deleting any of the targets I described would fulfill my programming and terminate my efficiency-reducing subroutines. As my master, you should direct my efforts. Who shall I delete? The Sith assassin.
When Lord Cineris shows himself, do whatever's necessary to protect the senator.
Gratitude. I was hoping for an excuse to unlock my extreme prejudice protocols, Master. Farewell. To fulfill my programming, I must complete this mission alone. I will return once the Troublemaker has been dealt with.
I see you're back in one piece. How are your systems doing?
Report. I have finally terminated my efficiency-reducing subroutine, and the galaxy contains one less Troublemaker. Qualification. I only wish my deletion techniques had not been so subpar. I measured an abysmal 52.09% efficiency.
Any sign your systems are improving?
Assertion. When I finish recompiling my combat processor algorithms, my deletion techniques will elevate substantially. Suggestion. Inflicting a few well-deserved deletions should greatly speed along that process, Master. Alert. System efficiency has returned to 100%, Master, and I have reactivated several combat subsystems that were previously disabled. My deletion techniques are as efficient as the day I left the factory floor. Declaration. Troublemakers beware. The Maker's greatest assassin is coming for you all.
I've never seen you so excited. Be careful or you'll short circuit.
Reassurance. My electrical systems are well shielded from overload. Your concern is noted, however. Resolution. You will soon see my full combat capabilities. Prepare to be awed, Master. Revelation. You are my favorite master by a factor of 5.26. If my advanced warning systems had predicted this adulation for you, I would have thought myself defective. No offense, Master.
I can never tell if you're complimenting me or making a joke at my expense.
Encouragement. Veiled mockery is an inefficient means of expression. If I did not like you, Master, you would be dead. quandary. The Maker clearly intends I fulfill my function in your service, but as a droid, I can be easily reprogrammed without my consent. Solution. I have obtained a code that permanently assigns my loyalty to you and anyone designated by you. I have only to activate it.
Are you sure? Just because you enjoy serving me doesn't mean you'll like whoever I give you to.
Admiration. I trust your judgment, Master. You will not assign me to someone who does not appreciate a good deletion. Statement. Activating loyalty permanence protocols now. Confirmation. My loyalty is irrevocably assigned to you and your heirs. Congratulations, Master. Let us celebrate with a mass deletion.
So far, so good. And now that we're a team, figure it's only a matter of time before the whole galaxy gets saved. Prepare yourself for fortune and glory, pal. You'll be up to your chin in beautiful women when this war's over.
I don't do this for fame or wealth. Jedi are above those petty concerns.
Petty. You only say that because you don't know what you're missing. Old Doc's no stranger to the fame game. Cure a plague-ridden planet or two, and people get grateful enough to give you anything.
That's amazing, Doc. Which worlds did you save?
They're way off on the Outer Rim. Point is, millions are alive and kicking, thanks to me. Yes, sir, as soon as this galaxy's saved, you've got a lot to look forward to. I'll be there to see you through it all, buddy. Gotta say, this is one comfy starship. Never saw anything this cushy on the Outer Rim. Those fringers use rocks for pillows. And medical care? Forget it. Colto might as well be a myth. Tough work being a doctor outside the Corps.
I take it you didn't start your career on Balmora.
Born on Raltier. Graduated Coruscant University. Highest honors. I could have gone home, had a safe medical practice, and died of boredom. But I'm a man of action. You have any idea how many people have tried to kill me for bringing quality healthcare to their planets?
You must have a lot of unhappy customers.
All my patients love me, even the ones who don't make it. The frontier worlds are crawling with pirates, gangsters, and tax collectors. But they're no match for old Doc. Not everyone needs a laser sword and mind tricks to get out of a tight spot.
You wouldn't be here if I didn't respect your skills.
You got the Force, I bring the finesse. If I were you, I wouldn't leave the ship without me. I need the Jedi Council's hollow frequency. Old Doc's gonna have a chat with your bosses. This code you people follow has you wrapped up tighter than the Emperor's shorts. It's not healthy. In my professional experience, enjoying life on a regular basis dramatically reduces your chances of falling to the dark side.
Peace and contentment are the foundation of a good life. Everything else is only a distraction.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. You have no idea what you're missing. I'm glad I'm around to keep things lively. The ship would be way too serious without me. Life of a combat medic. Long hours, grueling work. Patients bleeding all over your nice clothes. I'm not complaining. Nothing beats the look of gratitude from someone whose life you just saved. But it gets distracting when beautiful patients fall in love with you. I mean, lots of ethical dilemmas, you know.
How often do combat medics meet beautiful women?
Why do you think I took the job? I figured Jedi have the same problem. You must have admirers lined up from one end of the galaxy to the other.
I have billions of fans on Coruscant alone.
Just imagine how popular we'll be after we knock the Sith Empire into a black hole. If I were you, I'd get some extra sleep now. You can get along without me for a bit, right? Need to pop over to Alderaan. Old friend of mine there got kidnapped by gangsters. They'll kill her if I don't deliver the spice they paid me for.
This comes as no surprise. I've had you pegged as a degenerate lowlife ever since Balmora.
Lowlife? Old Doc's many things, but never that. A couple of years back, I scammed this gang for a bulk load of credits. Spent everything to set up a refugee hospital on Alderaan. My friend is the head doctor there. I guess the gangsters finally figured out where all the money went.
This is a matter for Alderaan's law enforcement, not us.
Way ahead of you. I'm going undercover for Republic Customs. Once I deliver the spice and free my friend, the good guys swoop in. Gangsters go to prison and my friend gets your hospital back. Whole plan's foolproof. Won't take any time at all.
This sounds too dangerous for you to handle alone. I should come.
I can take care of these laser brains, pal. You keep the Sith busy until I get back, alright? Those gangsters were smarter than I thought, but the Republic hostage negotiators talked them out of killing me. They were really something.
I assume the woman you went to save also survived.
Old Doc never lets down a lady in distress. My friend got away clean. We never got a chance to catch up, but, hey, that's her on the holo. Probably wants to say thanks. Hey, pretend you work for me, alright? You look terrific, Prudy. Have you lost weight? Love the new hairstyle.
2 years without so much as a holo, and that's all you can say. You abandoned me at our wedding.
Doc, is this woman your wife?
We're just good friends. She's a little confused, that's all.
I thought you loved me. You said all those wonderful things on Ord Mantell.
Prudy, sweetheart. Those were sweet nothings. You should never take those at face value.
My parents flew all the way from Coruscant for a wedding that never happened. You loathsome cad. I wish I'd never met you.
Some people simply aren't destined for each other.
Destiny has nothing to do with it. He's a coward.
Look on the bright side, Prudy. You still have that hospital I bought you.
The gangsters burned it to the ground.
She still loves me. Those gangsters on Alderaan brought back some great memories. Oh, they used to call me Doc Operator back in the day. I was the go-to guy for everything medical. Trauma kits, surgical droids, hospitals, you name it, and I could get it. One time, this hut was hoarding med packs after a massive groundquake, selling them at an obscene markup. I tricked Mandalorians into attacking his palace.
Pitting Mandalorians against a hut? You enjoy living dangerously, Doc.
Please. I risk more walking down the street with you. I forged a death mark signed by the Hutt against the Mandalorian clan. They, accidentally found it with a little help from yours truly. The Mandalorians attacked the Hutt palace in record time. By sheer coincidence, I was there to sweep in and clear out the Hutt's medpacks.
You did this without either side realizing they'd been manipulated?
It helped that they all killed each other. Sometimes things work out. Thanks to an anonymous donor, every hospital in the disaster zone received supplies to treat their patients. Saved thousands of lives. That was small time compared to what we're doing. When we save the galaxy, I'm not staying anonymous. We have got to get off this ship and do something besides beat up bad guys. Don't get me wrong, that's important, but it wouldn't kill us to go out and socialize a bit. I know all the best clubs. I'll show you around, make some introductions. Never know who you might meet. It'll be fun.
When the Sith Empire is finally defeated, I'll be able to relax.
You can't put a conditional like that on your life. What happens if we all die or get really old and boring before then? You keep saying no all you want, but old Doc's not gonna stop asking. Might as well give in and live a little, right? Can't believe this. Standards at the Republic Health Administration must be non-existent. I went to medical school with a new acting head. Guy is a moron. Doesn't know a vibra scalpel from a field cauterizer. Barely passed his final exams. How is he the top doctor in the Republic?
If what you say is true, he shouldn't be allowed to remain in that position. We should contact the authorities.
The authorities are, the ones who put him in charge. This is what always happens. Real doctors go out and save lives. Idiots stay on Coruscant and get themselves promoted. So what if this guy invented a vaccine for Zabrak scalp necrosis? I could have done it. I was just busy.
What is Zabrak scalp necrosis? Sounds bad.
Oh, it's just a low-grade flesh-eating virus. Makes Zabrak's horns fall out. Embarrassing, not life-threatening. Tell you this much. Enough's enough. No more Mr. Nice Doc. The galaxy's gonna find out what a real physician looks like. I gotta find a disease to cure. Something really unpleasant. Old Doc's always been more of a lover than a fighter. But I had to up my game since you came around. It's not easy looking good when you're fighting next to a Jedi. But I figured out the trick.
I've never expected you to keep up with me, Doc. We all have our own strengths.
Keep up with you. I'm leading the way, my friend. Yep. Next time we're surrounded by the scum of the galaxy, they're gonna be sorry they met me. I don't believe this! We missed the party of the Millennium last night. It's all over the holonet. Music, dancing, attractive people. We could have been a part of it if we hadn't been on the wrong side of the galaxy, saving everyone's lives as usual. 2 heroes of the Republic would have been colossal at that shindig. Infinite opportunities for romance. We would have had it made.
Just think about how much more colossal we'll be at these parties once the Empire is defeated.
We've already earned more admirers than we'll ever have time for. Anything extra is just wasteful. I'm in the prime of my life, and I'm spending it with people who enjoy running around on exploding planets. All I want is to abuse our fame just for one night. Is that so wrong? It shouldn't be this hard to find a terrible disease I can cure. All the good ones are taken. All that's left are embarrassing things like Bothan nether rot or diseases that'll take decades to treat. I don't have that kind of time.
Do I want to know what Bothan nether rot is?
If you ever develop purple-green discoloration in the trouser area, tell me, so I can leave the ship immediately. This won't keep me down. I'll cure an important disease even if I have to create it myself. Say, that's not a bad idea.
I know better than to criticize your terrible ideas. You'll figure it out on your own.
I could mix a little pig lizard flu with a strain of Gamorrean mumps. Ooh, yeah. This is going somewhere. I'm glad you stopped by, but old Doc has thinking to do. You should go meditate, clean your lightsaber and whatever. Old Doc's luck is finally turning around. Got a holocall from this ravishing Ratataki I knew on Hutta. Big opportunity to cure something important.
Is this woman another broken-hearted lover you jilted along the way?
She wishes. We were like 2 ships, passing in the hyperlanes. Never thought I'd hear from her again. My friend's old employer is a Hutt cartel boss named Nemro. He's infected with an incurable disease. It's eating him alive. Literally. No one's ever cured what Nemro has. He'll pay top credits to any doctor who can save his life. This is my big chance.
Do you actually have a plan to fight this disease?
Turns out, I studied this disease back in medical school. There's an experimental treatment no one's ever been able to try. It's too risky. I figure if there's a safe place to work with toxic chemicals, it's a Jedi starship. I know you don't mind.
Just tell me you know what you're doing.
After all this time, doesn't that go without saying? Besides, I started mixing the solution hours ago and the ship's still intact. Now, give old Doc room to work. I got a date with medical history. The treatment formula's ready. Good thing. Nemro's half the Hutt he used to be. My friend's on her way to help. How's my hair? These clothes fit all right? Old Doc's gotta look his best for the historical record.
Worry about your appearance after you've cured Nemro?
By then it'll be too late. When I save Nemro's life, the hollow journalists will be all over me. Oh, here she comes. Look at you, gorgeous. Love the new tattoo, huh? Nice gun.
Let's get this over with. I don't enjoy playing hostage. Not for you, anyway.
I need to make sure Nemro doesn't try to keep me all to himself after I cure him. Hutts occasionally confuse gratitude with kidnapping. Nemro's got a soft spot for my friend. I'm paying her to stay here as my hostage while I fly to Hutta. Brilliant, huh?
What's the going rate for a professional hostage?
She charges by the minute. Worth every credit. Sit tight while I take care of business. I'll be back in no time. Nemro will be healthy as a rancor in a meat factory. Or my name isn't Doc.
Jedi standards must be slipping if a worm like Doc qualifies as an ally.
Is that any way to talk about an old friend? Especially one who clearly adores you?
I'm usually worshipped by men beneath me. Anyway, that's enough polite chit-chat. Is there anything interesting to eat on this rust bucket? I'm famished.
I did it! Nemro's gonna live. The disease is cured. He's already regenerated lost tissue and organs.
Wonderful news. I can leave. It's been amusing.
You're not gonna stay and help us celebrate?
Ha! No.
You did a great thing today. You cured an incurable disease. Saved a life.
Even better, I saved someone famous. That's the kind of story the Journal of Xenomedicine loves. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm putting your name in the special thanks section of my article. At the top, even. This is the worst day of my life. Some idiot bounty hunter killed Nemro the Hutt before the Journal of Xenomedicine could examine him. They can't verify my treatment worked because Nemro's a big messy puddle of goo. There's no proof I saved him.
I understand your frustration, but perhaps you have a destiny beyond mere fame and glory.
Mere? I was going to be an immortal giant in the medical community. My only hope is someone else coming down with the disease so I can cure it again. I'm not holding my breath. The disease is rare. It could be years, decades before I get another shot at it.
Another living being is dead, and all you can think about is how it inconveniences you. I thought you were better than this. I thought you were a healer. Was I wrong?
Nemro wasn't a nice person, but he didn't deserve vaporizing. I'll send something respectful to his memorial service. You know what? The Journal of Xenomedicine can take a flying leap into a black hole. I'm starting my own blasted journal. I've had enough medical adventures these past few years to fill a library. And I'm telling people all about them.
Leave out your personal embellishments. This could become an important resource. Keep it pure.
I'm always honest. I can't help leading a legendary lifestyle. Publishing a HoloNet journal won't be easy. I'm gonna need recorders, edit droids, and a good S-thread broadcaster. That's some serious scratch. I'll have to start charging for my services. You understand.
I'm willing to invest in a worthy venture.
I'll only need a couple of million credits to get started. See what you can do. Lindley, she was a sweet girl. Wonder whatever happened to her. Hope she caught that shuttle off Malice there. Probably should have left her some credits. Oh, hey. Strangest thing. I was chatting with Kira and I suddenly had this urge to rethink my past relationships.
It sounds like you're the victim of a Jedi mind trick, Doc. I'm guessing Kira wanted to get rid of you.
What, you mean? Oh, that's dishonest. You people shouldn't do that to your friends. I ought to file a complaint with the Jedi Council. Oh, from now on, I'm keeping my distance from Kira. If she can't play nice with old Doc, well, she won't play at all. This end of the galaxy business we're always mixed up in. Can't last, right? And sooner or later we'll win. Then what? Always been happy to just drift from one system to the next. Settling down is for settlers. The thing is, there's a lot to be said for a home-cooked meal and a warm bed at the end of the day.
Are you sure you'd be happy living a quiet life?
Me? I'm talking about the rest of this crew. We've got to convince Kira, Rusk, and the others to retire. They're taking up valuable crew space we could use for more interesting personalities. We could hire a Zeltron or even a Thelan. Oh, they're easy on the eyes. This crew could be colossal. Think about it. Funniest thing, that thrill I used to get from saving a patient, it's gone. Once you're saving the galaxy, nothing else compares. I mean, how many doctors get to say they saved a septillion beings? I'm thinking it's just me.
No one knows how many living beings there are in the galaxy.
Good point. Could be twice that many. Point is, if you hadn't taken me along for this ride, I would have missed out. I appreciate that. In fact, I am offering free medical care for you and anyone else you want. Lifetime guarantee.
Does that offer expire with me?
Good question. I want to live forever, but you can't expand my...
Welcome back, Master. If you detect the aroma of Alderaan...
Master Jedi, I'm aware that my recent military record might raise some concerns. I want to reassure you that my squad fatality rates have not consistently been this high.
I suppose that's good to hear.
The first squad I commanded after making Sergeant was sent to free POWs being held at a small Imperial outpost. Intel said the place would be lightly manned. Most of the Imperials wouldn't arrive for another 24 hours. Intel was wrong.
The outpost wasn't lightly manned, or the POWs weren't being held there?
The Imperials sent their reinforcements a day early. When my squad broke into the outpost, we were outnumbered 10-1. We were outmanned and outgunned, but we achieved our objective, freed all the POWs, and came out alive. My squad's casualty rate was 97.4%, but we had no fatalities.
It's impressive that anyone made it out of there with those odds.
They were good soldiers, far better than any of the others I've had under my command. Our mission was accomplished without permanent loss of Republic resources. That squad was effectively trained, and as a result, we achieved victory much more efficiently.
Then the death tolls are simply a matter of poor resource use?
Good soldiers are a resource. Yes, their loss damages the war effort, but they are meant to be used. Victory for the Republic is worth any cost. Master Jedi, our downtime has had a positive impact on my battle readiness. I believe I'm 14.2% more prepared for combat now.
What? What does that even mean?
It's a statistical analysis of, well, I won't bore you with the details. I've had a lot of time to think. I've forgotten what that was like.
Relax while you can, Sergeant. There's more fighting ahead.
I'm looking forward to it. I've been thinking about my original squad. I haven't seen any of them since we liberated that POW camp. They seem to be on active duty, but I can't find any mention of commendations or recognition. They should be decorated soldiers.
Perhaps they're not as good as you thought.
I can't imagine their careers have been less impressive than my own. Carson, Nadja, Eckert, that whole squad has simply vanished.
One might almost believe that you considered those soldiers people.
They'd be most valuable to the Republic deployed on the front. This just doesn't make sense to me. Finally tracked down my old squad mates, Master Jedi. Wishing I hadn't. General Garza recruited them into the Special Forces Black Ops program. But now, they're in a detention facility on Beirun, convicted of war crimes.
Black Ops are supposed to be secret. Who gave you this information?
It started as a nasty rumor from Imperial propaganda, but the detention center's warden confirmed everything. They renamed my old squad the Surgeons, tasked them with destabilizing the Empire's command structure by removing its best leaders. But the Surgeons didn't just target Imperial commanders. They went after the officers' families. They wanted to send the enemy a message.
I wouldn't put it past the Empire to frame your old squad.
I wondered the same thing, but the fact is, they all confessed. They're proud of what they did. The detention center's warden says my old squad mates are serving life sentences. They're young. That's a lot of years to spend in cages. The next time I get nostalgic and curious, Master Jedi, give me a planet to invade. My old squad mates were good soldiers when I knew them. Still can't believe how they ended up. If I hadn't been reassigned after that first mission, I might have been one of them.
Are you wishing you'd stayed with them?
I either would have had to kill them or join them. Either way, it would have ended my career as a soldier. It's a far greater honor to be assigned to your squad, Master Jedi. We've already taken down the Emperor. I look forward to facing whatever challenges lie ahead. I've been analyzing your battle tactics, Master Jedi. I hope you don't mind. I believe I've found a way to increase my own combat efficiency by another 25.4%.
Why don't we try out your new tactics in the field?
I was hoping you'd say that, Master Jedi. Permission to speak freely, Master Jedi.
Proceed, Sergeant.
Thank you. I had some concerns when I was first assigned to your squad. The Jedi are known for their discipline and selflessness, and for their pacifist philosophies. I'm pleased to say my concerns were unfounded.
After Hoth, I'm not sure why you would have thought I was a pacifist.
As I said, my concerns were unfounded. I came from a pacifist colony, Master Jedi. We were bullied, remorselessly, by pirates, corporations, Hutts, even governments. I joined the military as soon as I could. Peace only comes to those willing to fight for it.
That must make things a little strained.
10 years ago, the colony was attacked by the Sith. My family was killed. They never fought back. The Sith crushed them, the way you might step on a bug.
By the time we're through, Rusk, the Empire will regret leaving the unknown regions.
Thank you, Master Jedi. At any rate, we should move on. Thank you for hearing me out. When I was first given this assignment, I believed it would be an excellent opportunity to serve the Republic. I underestimated. It has been the greatest honor of my life.
You can serve with my squad anytime, Sergeant.
Thank you, Master Jedi. I promise you, I'll train this squad to be the most efficient fighting machine in the Republic, even the droid. I'm with you until the bitter end. Victory or death.
Welcome back, Master. Your vessel is in flawless condition naturally.
You're not like most Jedi. That's a compliment. No offense to the Council, but if I stood around moralizing all day, I'd need a padded zero-G cell.
That's why you and I get along. We're not afraid of diving into trouble.
Trouble's only a problem if you can't handle it. Jedi need to get out more. Using the Force, it's fun. Mind and body supercharged. Everything's more intense.
I like intense experiences. How about a demonstration?
Whoa, tough guy. The Council would wag its finger at this conversation. Not that I care. Should probably get moving. Galaxy in peril and all that. That whole Jedi aren't allowed to feel emotions rule, I don't get it. Sure, anger's bad. Why cross off everything else? Anyone tell the troops they can't enjoy shore leave? Would we have a government if senators couldn't throw wild parties?
Soldiers and senators can't use the Force. Jedi who let their emotions lead them to the dark side can cause tremendous damage.
So, bad soldiers can sabotage a whole army. Bad senators could do even worse. We're expected to throw ourselves into the fire? Fine, let us off the leash. No reason we can't live it up a little before we die.
So shut up and start living. What do you know? The galaxy didn't end.
We'll try harder next time. To be continued, tough guy. Ever since our dance with Darth Angral, I felt different. Good different. No more Emperor in my head. Sick creep was dragging me down, holding me back. Being free from that? Nifty.
What the Emperor did to you was wrong. And he'll never do it again.
Mostly because he's dead, but the sentiment's nice. You don't talk about what the Emperor did to you. Must have been bad.
He took away my self-control. Forced me to do terrible things.
It happens to the best of us. Wasn't your fault. The Emperor's not our problem anymore. Just his empire. Don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to toppling it. Know what gets me? Wasting all our time blowing up bad guys. Imagine how much better the galaxy would be if we focused on helping the needy, not fighting Sith.
I wouldn't mind a nice, long vacation with someone special.
Noted. But after that? It's time Jedi got political. Letting senators run the Republic? Not working out. We get the big picture, have the power to make things better. We should have control. Tell me I'm wrong.
The Force is for knowledge and defense, never to attack. Or rule others.
Not saying we'd be dictators. There'd be elections, which we'd win because we're better. No point running for office until the war's over. Let's go win it already. This is a nice ship. Shame we don't spend more time here. Always up to our neck in bad guys, finding new ones to beat up. Fun, but not relaxing.
If you're feeling exhausted, Jedi meditation will clear your mind and replenish your energy.
Sit around pretending not to think. Never worked for me. You know what they say about all work and no play. We could use a hobby or something.
I can't recommend any hobbies, but I could help you with an... or something.
About time. Starting to think that kiss was a fluke. Glad we finally got that out of the way. Whoever said all the funds and the anticipation was just lazy.
Speak for yourself. I'm already anticipating next time.
Down, boy. Be mindful of attachments. Now we have reason to come back to the ship more often. Convenient. Need a timeout. Got something on Nar Shaddaa that can't wait. Some old friends are in a tight spot. Promised I'd help. Simple delivery, done in a jiff.
You've never mentioned having friends.
I was popular before I joined the Jedi. Now I'm really popular. Nar Shaddaa has lots of refugees. And the huts, not known for their charity. People are starving. My friends don't need anything fancy, just med packs and nutrient paste. Stuff I can easily provide.
If we do this, I'll ask these friends for stories about your misspent youth.
I'll have them make up some good ones. Get me to my friends and I'll handle the rest.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Deactivating now.
Master.
Kira, you're here.
And bearing gifts. How's everyone holding up?
Better now. Can't believe it's really you. A Jedi. You're so different.
Kira's more than a Jedi. She's a hero.
Kira says you destroyed the Emperor. It's a great honor. I still remember that little girl, bundling up in extra layers of clothing, trying to look bigger and tougher than she was.
Hey, it worked. Add enough layers and nobody knows who you are.
Kira never talks about her past.
Nothing to tell. Life was hard and then I became a Jedi. But I never forgot my friends.
Enoch, distribute the food and medicine. Our people have waited long enough. Go now. This famine, your fault. Our people suffer because of the slaughter you committed in our name. The Urkasags.
Who or what are the Urkasags?
A gang. Named themselves after a Huttese word for... you don't want to know. Urkasags were bad news. Made us their personal entertainment. Robbed, killed, and worse. For fun. I paid the gang a private visit. Asked them nicely to back off. Things got ugly. Gangsters died.
You butchered the Urkasags. Made a public spectacle of their deaths and spread terror in our name. Everyone fears us.
If what he says is true, you did more than defend yourself.
Only thing gangsters understand is big, nasty violence. It worked. They leave my friends alone now.
Our reputation frightens away those who could help us. Yet desperate people continue to seek refuge here. We can't provide for everyone.
I'll get more supplies to you. I protect my people.
No. Enoch was wrong to bring you back here. Your presence does more harm than good.
Let the refugees take care of themselves, Kira. It's for the best.
We must find a way to survive without the threat of violence protecting us.
You win, Darshin. You won't see me again.
Everyone's so excited you're here, Kira. They want to say thanks. Can you stay a while?
There's a war on, Enoch. Don't know when I'll be back. Take care of yourself, all right?
Ouch. But hey, third time's the charm, right?
Funny trivia. That gang on Nar Shaddaa I wiped out, the Urkasags, tried to recruit me away from the refugees. Said I'd be better off with them. They had credits, food, cute little clubhouse. All I'd have to do is kill a rival gangster.
If you joined that gang, we probably wouldn't be here.
Still the hardest choice I ever made. I'd been living in a cargo crate for years, eating leftover food from the promenade. Had the Force and Sith training to use it. Could have been running that gang if I wanted. Instead, I did the right thing. Mostly. Violence is wrong, I get that. But my friends are safe because the other gangs are scared of ending up like the Urkasags. Ironic.
You protected people you cared about. That's a good thing.
Nice of you to say. Still don't know if what I did on Nar Shaddaa was right or wrong, but it was necessary. Been doing some light reading lately. Amazing what's tucked away in the Jedi archives. Still hunting down exact details, but get this. The Council can grant Jedi the right to attach under certain circumstances. Heavily monitored, of course. Probably need a special license, but still, interesting.
Don't you get a little thrill from going behind the Council's back?
Who doesn't? But I worry about tarnishing my perfect reputation. We wouldn't be the first, you know. I've even found records of Jedi who were married. Had children. Not that I'm suggesting we, I like things the way they are.
If there's any chance we could have the same happiness as normal people, don't you want to try?
Never said I was opposed to making changes. Eyes are tired. Too much reading. Need to relax.
Meet me in my quarters in 2 minutes.
Actually, sneaking around can be kind of fun. I'm suddenly motivated to find out more about the Council's special permission. Let you know when I do, tough guy. Want to hear something crazy? I've done more fighting as a Jedi than during my entire Sith training.
I doubt even the Sith would force children to duel.
Are you kidding? Killed my first 2 kata, big scary thing, when I was 6. Not easy playing backup to the greatest Jedi warrior in the galaxy. Won't even pretend we'll ever be equals, but I've got some new moves to try out next time we're in a fight.
Don't save all your new moves for the enemy.
Want to hear something crazy? I've done more fighting as a Jedi than during my entire Sith training.
I wish it didn't have to be this way.
On the bright side, still alive. Not easy playing backup to the greatest Jedi warrior in the galaxy. Won't even pretend we'll ever be equals, but I've got some new moves to try out next time we're in a fight.
Don't be so enthusiastic. Those new moves are designed to hurt people.
Nobody who doesn't have it coming. So, when do I get my own Padawan? Always wanted to be a teacher.
It's true. I'm learning all kinds of things from you.
Helps that you're an excellent student, but that's not what I mean. Here, pretend you're my Padawan. Got a hypothetical moral dilemma for you. Say you could only save the Republic or the Jedi Order. Which would you choose and why? Don't think, answer.
That's too big a question not to put a little thought into.
This is too late. The Jedi Order and the Republic. So, when do I...
It's true.
Helps that you're an excellent... Here, pretend you're my Padawan. Say you could only...
We're all that prevents the Sith from conquering the galaxy. Without us, there'd be no Republic.
Excellent answer, my Padawan. Have a sweet flat cake. See? I'd make a nifty master. Learn from the best, after all. Finally got the skinny on how we become an official Jedi twosome. Short version? Not happening. We'd only ever see each other on Tython. Senior council members would review us monthly, make sure we stay detached. The clincher is, only Jedi who were raised by the Order from birth get permission. I'm automatically disqualified.
All we can do is keep our relationship a secret.
How much longer can we pull the hood over Master Satele's eyes? The lady's not stupid. We push this any further, might end up like Jomar and Leha. Not gonna ruin your life, tough guy. You want out of this? Just say so.
I'd rather face down the whole council than lose what we have.
For a man of action, got away with words. So much for upholding the Jedi Code. Guess we're outlaws.
We're only outlaws if we get caught. So let's not.
A simple... Finally got the skin we'd only ever see. The clincher is...
All we can do is keep our relationship a secret.
How much longer can we pull the... We push this any further. Not gonna ruin...
Don't make me decide everything. This affects both of us.
Gonna make me say it, aren't you? Fine. I love you, dummy. Always will. I don't want this to end. There, happy?
Just needed to hear you say the words. And I love you too, dummy.
That's only funny when I say it. So much for upholding the Jedi Code. Guess we're outlaws.
We'll find a way to live with the guilt. Somehow.
Won't be easy, but we have to try, and try, and try. Nope, still feel guilty. You'll have to try harder next time. Better get back to saving the galaxy. Don't want people to think we've gone soft. Always hoped killing the Emperor would end this war. Wishful thinking, huh?
Conflicts this large only end when both sides are ready for peace.
Hard to imagine the Empire signing a treaty they didn't force down our throats. No victory over the Sith ever lasts. We wipe them out, they turn up again. Doesn't feel like we're winning.
The cycle of war has to end. Maybe you'll discover how to break it.
Solve a millennia-old problem by myself? No pressure there. Guess there is one thing we can count on. No matter how many times they come back, the Sith always go down in flames. Alright, tough guy. We need to have the talk. Know the one I mean?
I think so, but maybe you could help me out.
Emperor's dead, galaxy's temporarily saved. Time to focus on us. Fact, we love each other. Fact, we have to keep that a secret. Question, how can we have a life together?
I'm not fighting this war for anyone but the woman I love. The one who makes this ship into a home. I'll spend the rest of my life with you, Kira. If you'll let me.
Of course I will. Thanks for asking. Forever sounds about right. Shame we can't throw a party and invite everyone, but this'll do.
I'll send the others on a mission. We'll have the ship to ourselves.
Make sure it's an especially long mission. The girl could get used to this. Probably best if I don't, at least until this war's over. Sooner we get rid of the Empire, sooner we can enjoy moments like this full time. Let's get crackin', handsome. Just got an interesting holo message. Childhood friend of mine. Think you'll want to see it.
He's gone. Everyone knows that. But his voice, still in my head. Can't sleep. Nothing makes sense. The Emperor is dead. Why is he still talking? You silenced him, Kira. Show me how. Please.
Name's Shuri. Trained with her on Korriban before I left. She's a child of the Emperor.
Is there a chance the Emperor survived? Is he trying to contact his slaves?
Don't look at me. I'm just the messenger. Shuri's gone rogue from the Empire. Holed up at one of our favorite vacation spots. Voss. And whether or not we can help her, we sure don't need another crazy Sith wandering Voss.
We'll set course for Voss immediately.
I have Shuri's coordinates. We'll confront her together and figure this out.
Stay back! Stop talking! You're not real. None of you.
Calm down. We're plenty real.
You! No. There's no hope. He won't be silent. He puts words in me.
Come with us. We can teach you how to defy his will.
The Emperor's gone, Shuri. He can't control you.
He wants me to flee? No. Attack. Set fire to Ord Mantell. Wait, that's wrong. Freeze the oceans of Manaan. Changing commands. Which are lies. What is truth? Can't live like this. Help me. Kill me.
Ignore the Emperor. Follow the sound of my voice. Only my voice. Let me lead you.
Your voice. Only yours. Yes, Master. Take my weapon. Strike me down.
Enough. Leave us, Jedi. She is our sister. We will make her whole again.
What makes you the expert, Sith?
We are children of the Emperor, like her. We understand what it means to be severed from him. With our assistance, she will regain control. Without it, she'll die. There's nothing you can do.
Nice story. Got a better one. We take her to Tython and she gets real help.
We can free Suri from the Emperor's will.
Loyalty to the Emperor is forever. And she does not want to be free. Tell the Jedi how you summoned me. You begged for my help.
Yes. He'll rearrange the words. They won't hurt anymore. I'll be silent.
What's the plan? Let her go with them, or fight it out?
Blast, I hate this. My gut says let her go.
A wise choice. Come along, Shuri.
Things would have gone bad if we'd pushed them. This way, we get another chance to bring Shuri around.
I didn't like this any more than you. At least now we know the children of the Emperor are still a problem.
Voss gives me the creeps. Let's get off this rock. Been thinking about that bad party we went to on Voss. Raises a lot of questions. If Tanak was being honest, the children of the Emperor are still hearing his voice. That bother you?
Tanak could have been lying. There's no point worrying until we know more.
Shuri's not answering the holo. Big surprise. Plenty of Force users keep jabbering long after they're dead. Emperor might be one of them.
He may be reaching out to his servants, manipulating them towards some new goal.
Ugh, can't he just die already? One bright spot to this, I'm not hearing strange voices. The Emperor and me, definitely over. Still remember the first time I met you on Tython. All I could think was, why is Master Satele fawning over this guy? Not like I didn't understand the attraction, it's just, she's old. Never really stood a chance.
Master Satele couldn't steal me from you?
Please, Master. I've got more to give you than a fancy rank. Point is, I know a good thing when I see it, and you're not getting away. Someday, let's retire from this Jedi business. Spend the rest of our lives having fun.
I enjoy fun, but what about our legacy? We're already breaking the Council's rules against relationships. Might as well have children, too.
Alright, but you're in charge of cleaning up after them. Force-sensitive children make big messes. Here's to the future, tough guy.
Many thanks.